Listening is one of the fundamental activities that we engage in. All cultures talk, all cultures listen. It's one of the essential things that we do at all times. And most of the time we're not even aware of it.
My entire life has been a life devoted to sound, to music, to listening.
One of the principal challenges is that sound is this intangible, evanescent quality. How do we talk about sound? How do we analyze sound? How do we deal with this?
The multidisciplinarity of the course is very inspiring because I myself from the beginning considered this course to be in a way pre-disciplinary.
There really is no textbook as such on the notion of listening. So one of the things that we were doing was to put together texts that deal with the notion of listening from a number of different perspectives. And once you start looking, you find that there is actually a whole history of thinking about sound.
I enjoy very much when we bring in a text and can spend nearly an hour talking about even a single sentence. The amount of engagement that this kind of material solicits is very inspiring.
If you think about it, until the invention of the phonograph under Edison, it was impossible to retrieve a sound and play it back. It was irrecoverably lost. And that's one of the interesting challenges that we're presented with in this course.
With sound, the sound detaches from the source. It really takes place all here. And the fact that in listening, we're dealing with things that approach us, that come very near to us. Plato says music penetrates the innermost recesses of the soul, and this notion of absorbing and drinking in the environment, what surrounds us, the world that we live in. These have always been this has always been the basis for everything that I do, intellectually, creatively, and so forth.
Harvard is actually a really rich arena for a whole variety of listening experiences. The Lowell House bells, the Seaver Hall Arch that is a whispering gallery, sound installations at VES. There is the Milman Parry collection of oral literature. There is the Woodbury listening room.
I think if you're going to pursue studies in any one of the humanities disciplines, certainly listening would be one of those basic skills, and also one of those basic modes of critique that would be crucial for any topic, any field.
So we will be learning basic sound editing techniques. We will be using various recording devices.
Right from the very beginning, Alex and I thought of various ways to approach a course on listening in general, and not simply restricted to music, musical listening, but listening in the broadest sense.
All sorts of sound media play a major part because that is the best and in some ways the only way in which you can get direct access to this ephemeral quantity that is sound. Ta-da!